Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Fussy Cut Crafts. I'm Adrian, and it is Saturday. It's the weekend. I'm glad it's the weekend. Thankfully, I had an easier than an easier week the previous week than I did for the first couple of weeks this month. Um, and I realized this week that I just say hi to Kima that I just got over the week most of my February magazines. Of course, now the cats would choose to not just jump up on my table here, but start fighting with each other. Um, but I've got my magazines. I know the month is nearly over. Got 1 week left. But I figured this was as good a time as any to do a little harvest video in case you're interested in picking up any of these magazines. I've got Elle, Travel and Leisure, Town and Country, Food and Wine, which I completely forgot that I got because I just got that subscription from through Reward Survey, I think it is. So it was free. Actually, all of these were free. I don't pay for any of these. Harper's Bazaar and Architectural Digest. Something they started doing that they didn't do before was I got the Harper's Bazaar and the L in one like plastic pack. They sent them at the same time. So I don't know if that's just the thing that they are doing now with those all the time, but they hadn't done that previously. So let's just go ahead. I don't think, yeah, I haven't looked through any of these magazines. I think I've flipped through a couple of them, but I haven't gone page by page. So let's go ahead and get to harvesting. I actually really like this cover, and I wish since this came in a Kima. Like I said, since this came in a one of those plastic baggies with the address on a piece of paper just at the back of the bag, I wish they didn't have this spot here for the address because I actually do really like this cover. But I could still, if I want to use it, I could still cut it up here, or even just cut her face out or her face and her hair. Um, but let's see what we find in here. Hope everybody's been having a good week. I actually kind of like this. I think this is something I will probably let me move all my random stuff over here so that I have room to put things down. I think I'll probably cut cut her face out. Even though it is quite large, I do have that giant glue book that I've actually haven't worked in a while. Maybe that's what I'll do next. Um, for my next video is do another gluing video in that giant glue book. And I like to cut jewelry out, of course. And these ads are all over the place. Not that this isn't. I'm sure these are too, but and I think yeah, I can't really cut both of those out, but that's fine. I'm sure that that ad will be someplace else. I really like this. This would be really good for backgrounds and even just this hand by itself. You could cut out and cut the handle out and put something else in there. So I'm definitely going to pull both of these pages. I feel like I've pulled this out a lot of times, but like I said, I really do like to cut out jewels. Ah, that's actually kind of cool for a background though. It is kind of murky. I wish this was a brighter picture because you probably, I don't know if you can even see, there's a lot more detail, I think, in here than you can see with my camera. But it is kind of dark, so I guess I will go ahead. And even if I cut just these jewels out, not the ring part, but just the actual jewels, um, that leaves me with a lot of background bits I can use. I think for now, I'll leave that. So far, it seems like, oh man, I really, pink and purple are like my favorite colors, basically. Um, so I really like both of these. I could cut that out and um, use the colors on the side here for things. I could cut her face out and also use her dress or whatever this is with the giant like sequins on it. Let me see. I do like that picture, but hopefully it'll be, yeah, hopefully it'll be larger somewhere in the back. Don't know about that. Yeah, I'll leave that for now. This will, like the watch face. I do enjoy a watch face. And cutting those out. It's an interesting shoe. Um, I like her face. I think I'll leave it for now. Um, oh, good Lord. What on earth? Okay, I think they're saying this is a picture from 67. You can tell it's old, but oh boy, that I'm definitely gonna pull that out because that doesn't make any sense at all. Let me see. And I think I can still get, if I cut this up here, I can still get what's your motif, those words. So that works. Um, I'm going to try to, go through these quickly, so that the video doesn't take too long. And also so I don't overwhelm myself with things to cut out. I basically like all of those jewels there. Yeah, I like all of those. I don't know. Well, this is like an ad page, I think. Is it? This page is thicker than this one. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe that was a mistake in the printing. I like the hands on that one. I like all the jewelry here. Another old-timey picture. Let me see. I can't tell when that picture was done, but I like that. And I like that up there too, along with the words "the artist's way." Gotta say that's something. I think I'll leave that. I do like State of Grace though. Man, I might as well take that out too. And I like that. See, this is becoming slightly problematic because I'm taking basically every page with there being a little bit of something. And even this up here, if I take her out and cut this over here, I could put an image over here to cover the writing. So we'll see. And I like State of Grace there. I do kind of like that dress, but I'm going to leave that because I'm already taking far too many things. Um, let me see. Yeah, this was definitely supposed to get to me, sometime toward the end of January, I'm sure, because Countdown to Cortina, this is all about the Winter Olympics, which will literally be over tomorrow. I'm pretty sure is the closing ceremonies. So don't know what happened there, but love Helen Mirren. I think I'll leave this for now so I can actually read that article. I'm sure I have her before, so I'll leave that for now. Um, this will, oh, I love her. Oh, it's Chloe Kim. Okay, I think she just won. I think she did get gold in something at the Olympics. Let's see, what did she do? Half pipe snowboarder. That's a cool picture too. Do I want that one too? Yeah, I think I want that one too, guys. Okay. See, now we're getting into. I like this article may contain joy. I like that picture. I like these pictures. I like that picture. This is a problem. I can't rip all of these out right now. Oh, usually they okay, that's a weird outfit, definitely. But I could still see myself cutting out her face, and I don't know if you can see it. There's a white flower on top of her head up there. I can still see cutting that out. And I mean, that's a crazy dress, but I love her singing. Do I want to pull all of these out right now? See, I can't make a decision. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying not to overwhelm myself with things to I'm trying not to overwhelm myself with things to fussy cut or deal with right now. It's very difficult. Making it very difficult. Usually in these large, these cover stories, there are usually more pictures that I'm just like, ugh, that's weird. That's too weird. I don't know what to do, or I don't know what to do with it or whatever. But I pretty much like all of it. And even this dress, even though it's crazy with all these sequins and everything, you could easily cut this out and use bits as squares, or cut the whole dress, put somebody else's head on it, use it as a background, like kind of deconstruct, like take the arms off and put them in here and just overlap it and use it as more of a square background for something. Okay, I'm going to have to leave all of those. I don't know who this is. A model and aspiring actress. Okay. I do like that, but I don't feel like I need to take it right now. I'm definitely going to have to go through this again. What's on the other side? Do I like... Okay. I think... I do kind of like both of these, and I think I kind of know, looking through, holding the picture up to the light here, I think I kind of know what I want to do with this, so I'll take that out and leave the rest of them for now. Like I said, definitely going to have to go through this magazine again, because those pictures of Ray, who's a singer, making it very difficult for me to choose. I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, it's a purse. A pine cone and a purse. Yeah, that's weird looking. It almost looks like the those curling stones, like the top part that has the handle on top, except the handle doesn't go all the way across. Shoes, purses. At least these are recognizable as the things they are. And this, let me see. Yeah, I like that pendant there, so I'll take that. 'Cause that's easy enough. And I think we're basically done here. I'm tempted to go back to the race section, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna make you sit through that again, because I know right now I'm still not gonna be able to make a decision. Tom Hiddleston looks so serious there, though. Okay, I'm gonna leave him for now. I might read that article as well. Okay, so that's the Elle that I'm definitely gonna have to go through at another time, because I liked all of the race stuff. On to the travel and leisure. I definitely like that. So take that out. This ad is all over the place, so I'll leave that for now. Yeah, I think there's even a larger version. See. So I hope everybody has had a nice week. Oh, tiny little frog. I like that. Cut that out. And let's see. I kind of like all those too. People in windows or on balconies. That would be a good background. Yeah, I'll take that. Like I said, my week was a lot more relaxed at work. than the previous 2 weeks had been. I was able, because I really kind of worked my ass off the first 2 weeks of the month to make sure I could um, get my work done that I needed to have done. I like her with those classes. I didn't have to push so hard this week, and I'm not going to have to push so hard this coming week. So that was quite a welcome relief for a journey worthy of you. I like those words, but I also like her. I wish they hadn't done it like this. I wish they had done it all the words like over here maybe, so I could cut her out. I'll still take it for the words. Maybe I'll figure out a way to cut that out to kind of take care of both. I mean, what's this quote? I swam a few laps. It was otherworldly, like bathing on the moon. I like those words. Take that out for that quote down there. So hopefully, where you are, it is not necessarily springy with the temperatures. Oh, I like that, and I like that. Let's see, New Orleans, restored New Orleans Inn, Dewdrop Inn Hotel. Definitely like that. Leave this, leave that. Watch face. I like this little cabana or whatever. An oceanfront casita. Okay. Where is this? Costa Rica. I heard Costa Rica is really nice. Take that stuff out. Some of those little things there. Leave all of that. I do like that, but I think I can leave it. Same with that. And those things. So what have you guys been up to this week? How are you handling February? Have you made like your plans for the year? If you do that, do you guys do that? Do you do like vision boards and lay out plans for the whole year? With love from the world, I like that. I've actually been thinking about if I take a cruise, which the idea of it is slightly terrifying to me because I think we all remember when the pandemic started and people were stuck on cruise ships. Um, I do find the idea of being literally at sea on something this ginormous that seems like it should not be able to float terrifying. And the possibility of like not being able to head to a port or whatever, oh goodness. But I have been thinking if I do take a chance to take a cruise at some point, the Virgin Cruises seems like, because they're adults only, so that would just like eliminate, you don't have to worry about what you say anywhere or whatever. It does seem like that would be cool, possibly, potentially, if I'm going to do something like that. The Travel Trust. I actually have a lot of stuff to do before I can take my trips later this year. And I'm kind of getting used to the idea. Hold on, what is this? Journeys that move you. I do actually like that. I'll go ahead and take that out. Kind of getting used to the idea that I am probably not going to get everything done before I do leave, just because, for one thing, weather is a factor. Our weather has been, for the past like week and a half or so, pretty up and down. Like we've had some 50, almost 60-degree days, and then it's gone back down to the 20s here and there. It was cold enough overnight that the cat's water bowls outside got partially frozen Kind of like those pictures, especially that one. I don't need that right now though. Kind of like them, but I don't need that right now. Um, One of the things I want to do, well, I'm definitely gonna have to do it this year because it's getting to like not a crisis point really, but it's really just getting kind of it's really seriously kind of shabby looking now. My deck on the back of my house is really needs to be fixed up. And I had tried last year to find somebody. I like those two ladies and that lady and this lady and that lady, but I think I'll leave those for now. I tried to find somebody last year to fix my deck up, and it seems like possibly, I mean, unless you can find like a guy who just does odd jobs and stuff, which is to me is a shaky proposition. I don't know a lot of people, and I don't have connections to people who just do things like that and are trustworthy and will really get the job done well and within a reasonable amount of time and not just run off with my money. You know what I'm saying? Um, I do kind of like that. I'll leave it for now. So I had called around to try to get quotes for somebody to fix up my deck and literally could not find anybody. It seems like everybody just wants to replace decks, even if they're not like, I can still go out on my deck and walk on it and sit on it and stuff like that. There are some loose boards. There's one board that definitely needs to be replaced. Um, but more than anything, it needs to be, um, I need to weatherproof it and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to just kind of have somebody do all of it. Fix the loose boards, replace the one board that's got some wood rot, do all the staining and all that kind of stuff, just so I wouldn't have to deal with it because, good Lord, I really don't want to have to deal with it. That's a really cute little picture, but I'm not doing it. What is he feeding? A pink dolphin. That's kind of terrifying looking. Oh, that's cool. Don't know what I'm gonna do with him. Let's see. Member of the Kofane community. I do not know where this is. I was not paying anywhere near enough attention. Ecuador? Okay, it's Ecuador. It's a nice turtle. I can leave that. Nice fishies. But I only got one company to send somebody out to give me a quote. And apparently and this might be with most like major, um, I don't know what you call them, like construction, house fixing companies or whatever. They only fix decks if they're, I think she said, less than a decade old or less than 5 years old or something like that. And my deck is way older than that. Um, so she was supposed to give me a quote. That's the travel and leisure for February, right there. Moving on to the town and country. She was supposed to give, after she came out, she was supposed to email me a quote for replacing my deck, and she literally never did. And since I don't really want to replace my whole deck, and I know that's going to cost a lot of money, and my deck doesn't actually need to be fully replaced anyway, I just kind of took it as okay, this is not meant to happen. This is not meant to happen right now. But I do, like I said, definitely. Oh, here's that ad again, basically, but with different colors, with blue instead of purple. I like that. And here's the purple one. Let me see. Here's the purple one again over here. I like that. It looks very 60s ish, doesn't it? I'm going to go ahead and take all of that. And this. Yeah, so I just took it as okay, this isn't supposed to happen right now. Maybe I just need to like take responsibility. I'm going to take those and do this myself, which is what I had been doing. The last time I stained my deck and did the weatherproofing and stuff was 2019, and I used I had leftover cans in my basement of the stain, the sealant and everything from the last time I did it, which I think was 2017. And I used that, and I think the problem is that the stuff had kind of gone bad or wasn't as effective as it should have been because it wore off really quickly. And then, the whole pandemic times were, I had just, there was just too much going on. And then I was sick and my mom was sick and lost several pets and my mom, and like just too much other stuff was going on for me to, these are jewels of some sort, but black and white basically, which is cool looking. Don't know what's going on with her Mickey Mouse dress. If you can see that, the shoulders on that dress, I definitely like those. So it was just too much going on for me to, and I was too exhausted really to even seriously consider taking care of it. I did fill in remove some of the rotten wood on that one board and fill it in with some wood filler, but that has now started to, I like that. And again, this page is thicker for no good reason than the rest of the paper around it. Um, but the wood filler is now also starting to pill up after, I don't know, maybe 4 years or so, probably. Um, so I need to at the very least pry that stuff out, pull up some more of the rotten wood and fill it in again. I don't feel like cutting any of these tiny things out, except maybe that over there, but I think for now I can leave it. Oh, well, these are better. That's definitely better. So I'll take the other side. I kind of like that, but also kind of not enough to deal with it right now. Well, as usual, these are those are much more fulfilling for me. And since she's on, yeah, the flapper lady is on this side of the page, basically. And I don't feel like I need that picture, so I can get both if I want. Do I want to cut the hearts out? Might as well. Let me see. Oh, goodness. I like that, but I'm going to leave it for now. I love all these jewels. I should probably leave them because I've got so much jewelry ripped out already that I will need to, well, you know what? Forget it. There we go. Nothing here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with my deck, but to do the wood filler and to do the staining and weatherproofing, you have to make sure it doesn't rain and that the temperature is warm enough for long enough for the stuff to actually really dry. So that's probably, and also, of course, I have to make sure that the weather conditions are right when I have enough energy to do it, or it's not going to get done. Um, that is a key component to all of this. Wow. Okay. This is just famous mothers and famous children of famous mothers, basically. Oh, this is, why is there like a whole huge mom section when it's not like a May issue? Interesting. I like that and that. I think, okay, these for sure I'm gonna leave and come back to it some other time. Although I don't know what this is, and I wish this little bit of it wasn't crossing over, but that is really cool looking. I guess I could just put it off the edge of a page. It's on the other side. Yeah, for the most part, these things are too small for me to deal with. Do I want to cut this out right now? I think I will. and the rest I will leave for some other time. Yeah, so there's that. What I need to do is I keep thinking of things I need to do before I leave. And since I'm going to have a house sitter for my trips, um, I thought I should probably set up like a guest Wi-Fi thingy, but I've also been thinking of, well, I need to really switch my internet because my internet provider is terrible. My internet goes out all the time. I've told you about the troubles I've had downloading and uploading with the YouTube videos, and I think part of that is because of my internet provider. I might also need a new router, so it's like this whole cascade of things to that I will need to take care of before it makes sense for me to go ahead and set up guest Wi-Fi for my house sitter. Um, so that is, I need what I need to do. Okay, that was the town and country. That was the town and country. We're done with that one. Let's move on to food and wine. Soup for all. I had soup earlier. I had tomato soup for lunch. Just the plain Campbell stuff in the can, the condensed Campbell's, but I zhuzhed it up because that's what I like to do, and it turned out very nice. Also loaded it with those little oyster crackers, which I love and had not had in a long time because of they do not. I haven't anyway found a gluten-free version of those. Um, I found other crackers that are gluten free and tasty, but not oyster crackers. So when I was doing my low residue diet, and tomato soup was one of the things I could have, I went ahead and got myself a pack of regular old oyster crackers. I do kind of like this. I like all the pepperonis. And you know what? It's making me want pepperoni. That's how that works, isn't it? Um, Man, just loading that soup with those oyster crackers, so good. It's really just one of the underrated pleasures of eating. Hmm. This I think would be a night. I kind of wish there wasn't this dark spot, so much of a shadow right here. I do think this would be a good background. So I'll rip that out for something. Like those glasses. I feel like I can leave those for now though. What else? What else? Um, yeah, what I need to do is sit down and actually really truly I like the tip of that faucet there. I'll leave that for now though. And I need to make a list. I need to make a list of all the stuff I need to get done. Um, White soy sauce. Did you guys know that white soy sauce was a thing? Hmm, no idea. That might also work as a background, but I'll leave that for now. And for some reason, I've been avoiding it. Oh, there's all these ladies again that I liked in the travel and leisure. So that's nice. Why have I been avoiding just sitting there? Because we know how middle-aged brains work. You think of something and then completely forget it a few seconds later, and maybe you'll remember it again, maybe you won't. So I don't know for sure why I've been avoiding. Maybe it's because I don't want to see a whole list of all the things I at least feel like I need to take care of. Maybe that's what it is. And the last thing I want to do is write a ginormous list and then write another and then write daily smaller lists to take care of stuff. Like I have as much as I do know that making lists is a good idea when you need to get stuff done, I do find them annoying and stressful because then I feel like, okay, I have to actually do this stuff, but I don't want to do the stuff usually. I don't want to, like, it feels like a homework assignment or something. And I feel like there are already So many. Are these disco? These are like disco ball covered bananas. Can you guys see that? It's so weird. I like it though. I'm gonna leave it for right now though. So yeah, I think that's part of what this is. I don't like looking at whole giant lists of things to do or even smaller lists of things to do because it feels like too much responsibility and I want to be free. I want to just be free and not worry about all the things and all the adult stuff. And you, you know what happened to me a couple of weeks ago? This is how I think this is probably one of those things where I really am going to need to work on changing my perspective. And I've already done that to a certain degree. I really like I like this typeface. I wish it were in other places in the book, in the magazine here, and not just in this one section. So I like that. I do not like how any of these soups look so far. That one looks okay. Italian egg drop soup. Didn't know that was a thing. Looks good. That's got too much meat in it. Too much ground. I don't like sloppy Joe style kind of partially chopped up meat. I either do it so that it's really fine or give me a hamburger patty. I don't want that stuff in the middle where you can get random chunks of meat. I don't like that. I do like that. And I think I might go ahead and take that. I like Kindred Spirit, and I do. I know a lot of times people don't like pictures like this that are blurry, but I really like the way that looks. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to take them now and see what happens. So, like I was saying, I managed to remember. This is probably going to take a very careful. I do like this whole wall. I'm trying to get my own gallery walls together. I'm going to do a couple of them. Yeah, I don't need that. Just a picture of a chicken. I like this. So I'm going to have to, concentrate on doing a mindset shift because it was, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I was getting ready to go to sleep for the night, brushing my teeth, and I had just started brushing my teeth. And of course, brushing your teeth doesn't take that long. You're only supposed to do it for like 2 minutes or something like that. I just started and I just kind of slumped over and thought to myself, like with my own voice clearly in my head, how much longer do I have to do this? Like I've been brushing my teeth for so many years. And that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, right? Obviously, you have to take care of your teeth, but we have so many things we have to take care of on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly, that it just, brushing my teeth at that particular time just felt like a chore and so overwhelming. Um, and I had never had that happen before. I've had, instances where I don't feel like brushing my teeth or I'm tired or whatever, and I just want to go to sleep. And, sometimes I don't brush my teeth before I go to sleep. I just, you know, count on doing it when I get up. Um, but I've never had just that overwhelming feeling of, oh my God, I can't believe I'm still brushing my teeth. Every day I'm still doing this. I like this tiny little picture of this lady. I'm going to lose this. Let me see. I'm going to leave her there. I'm going to leave her there for now. I also like the words here. But I'm going to leave that. And chocolate pecan shortbread bars. It looks very good. Where's that recipe? There's no recipe back here. Continued on page 94. Okay, so this is continued on the previous page. That makes no sense to me, but okay. Okay, Food and Wine. Do what you got to do. All right. So that's that. Moving on to the Bazaar, the Harper's Bazaar. Cindy Crawford's daughter there on the cover looks basically exactly like her. So I don't know. Have you guys had that? I like all these cherries. Let's see. Yeah, I like those. I think I'll go ahead and rip this cover off for that. These ladies look too sad and weird, and I don't know what's happening here. They kind of almost look like ghosts. Oh, see, I love this. Look at this. Look at how bright it is. I love it. And of course, we passed by this page in one of the previous magazines, and now I get to take it again. And speaking of, here's this lady again. So take that, and I will. Do I want to leave these, or do I maybe want to double up? I think I might double up on cutting those out. So I could probably do something cool with that. Of course, the challenge now is remembering that I have two of that exact same page just in this little stack. We'll see. We'll see if I manage that. Um, and there's this background again. I think I'll leave it this time. Okay, so has anybody else had that where you're doing something really basic, and then you just kind of think, God, I can't believe I'm still washing I still have to wash the dishes. I still have to wash my face. I can't believe I'm still, trimming my bangs or whatever it is that you've been doing for years and decades, daily or weekly, um, and just had this overwhelming feeling of I really feel like I should be doing something else with my time. Even though this is a necessary thing to do, I love that. Those are smaller, so I'll leave those for now. It's just a very weird, just a really weird feeling. Um, and I mean, it didn't depress me or anything. I actually think I laughed to myself out loud after it because it's just a kind of a crazy response. Oh, here this stuff is again. I'll leave it this time. That's insane, but I'm going to leave that. There's Mickey Mouse dress lady again. That's a very pretty color blue. I like the word sitting pretty and step up. Don't think I like narrow margins, speak volumes, even happy feet I like. I think I'm going to leave all of those right now. Star Power, Into the Wild. It's perfect with the wording there. All for the dolls. Okay. What women want. Who are these people? Still don't. Oh, these are personal shoppers, I guess. All right. Still don't quite know who those ladies are, but that's fine. Yeah, I think I might actually, unless something really, really striking jumps out that I've not seen in any other magazine, like, of course, we passed by that lady earlier, even with the words. Unless something really striking jumps out, I think I've got enough to play with for now. When it comes to, interesting. I mean, it's crazy. Look how much she looks like Cindy Crawford. I kind of like that, but I'm not sure. Now that I'm more secure in my adulthood, I'm willing to show up messy and be kind of childish about certain things. Okay. I don't know. I wonder how old she is now. No idea. Season of Change. I like that. Her face. I'm taking her face. There. I like those patterns, but I can leave that. Don't know why this lady's grabbing her boob, but okay. I kind of like that. I feel like I can wait on it though. Can I? I'll go ahead and take it. Fuck it. That, and I will take boob lady. See, why are you doing this? I like her. I really like this. I really like her smile and this nutty hat. I guess it's a hat. Make me choose. I don't like that. I don't want to choose. I'll make a decision at some point. No. Yes. Definitely yes on her. Guys, see, I also like these ladies. Stop putting all the really good stuff back to back like that and making me make decisions. One of the reasons I do this is so I don't have to make difficult decisions. See, again, I like this with this yellow dress and her glorious smile. And then there's this. I also like this. How dare they make me make any more decisions? It's terrible. Again, I like her face. I like her face more than the pose or any of that stuff. Of course, she's, I don't know, just wearing like a bra of some sort and some kind of shorts that match it. I guess I like her more. And she'd be more striking on a background because of the red coat and the red lips. Hmm. Mm-hmm. It's got some cool. I don't know what to say about these pants, which are almost a skirt. Like at this point, when you have something this baggy, just make it a skirt. What are we doing here? I mean, if you saw somebody walking around in these pants, wouldn't you think that they were wearing them specifically to steal stuff? Because I can't imagine what else. Like, just put on a skirt. Because it's not like nothing's separated here. You might as well be wearing a skirt or a dress or whatever. And again, I don't know why her legs are open like this, but I like the picture. Look at how perfectly chocolatey she is. It's amazing. Yeah. I think I'll take her. I like that. Yeah, definitely like that better than the other side. I like that she's finally the boob lady's finally smiling here. I'm not sure. Well, Hmm. Again, I think I'll leave that. Put her in like a very fancy curtain, it looks like. And only somebody who looks like a model can really get away with that. I'll leave that for now. Inside out. I'll leave that. I do kind of like that, but I'll leave it. Who is this? David? No, David Sims is the photographer, right? Not the person. Oh, it's Linda Evangelista. That's who it is. Okay. I like this. I'm definitely going to at some point be doing a glue book that's just people in sunglasses because I love pictures of people in sunglasses. Everybody looks great in sunglasses. It doesn't even really matter if the sunglasses themselves are stupid. Everybody looks great in sunglasses. So that was the Harper's Bazaar. And the last one we have, what are we doing on time here? Oh, 48 minutes. Okay. See, this is what happens. Going back and forth over the Ray thing, trying to figure out which side of which page I'm going to take. This is Architectural Digest. This is the last one. Before I forget, I do have one more fashion magazine. It's this ginormous W. But I feel like since I started getting this magazine, and again, I didn't pay for this. I got a free subscription somewhere. I'm pretty sure these pages are thinner and flimsier than they were just like a year and a half or whatever ago. But I really honestly do not feel like um, dealing with trying to make sure I rip these pages out in a way. Oh, here's this background. Now, see, It's the same background that I said was dark, but it looks better there. I'm definitely going to take that out whenever I finally go through that. Okay, Architectural Digest. I do like this. That'll make a very good background for something of a contrasting color or black and white. I'll leave her for now, but I do like that more than that. And I have so many watch faces that if something's on the other side that I like, I can leave it. I like all this Missoni stuff, but I'll leave it for now. I'm going to try to go ahead and also do the thing where, unless it's really striking, I leave it for now. And then when I do another pass before I recycle these or whatever, I can rip the other stuff out. I have so many stacks of papers that I have not fussy cut, have not organized into my folders or my cigar boxes filled with images. I have not been great about organizing that stuff because it is so much to go through. Like I do one of these harvesting videos and everything just goes into one pile and I don't immediately go through everything and separate it into, okay, this is a background, this is for squares, this is, random bits and bobs or whatever. These are fussy cuts. And so I end up with just stacks, just huge stacks. And there's actually one right in front of me of pages that I've ripped out but haven't done anything with, to the point where there is a rocking chair to the right of me, an IKEA rocking chair that I got many moons ago, like probably 21 years ago or something. I wouldn't be able to sit in it without removing a ginormous stack of pages that I've harvested from magazines. I like that, but I'm gonna leave it. I like the typeface here. And this is another thing where it would kind of be a good background. Like if these words were up here, I could flip it upside down and use this red stuff as a background, but I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to work with it, but I'll leave it for now. This would be a cool background. I will take this, even though there's a big bathtub here in the middle. It's almost hard to see it because it's reflecting the whatever the rest of this stuff is. It's all bronze and everything, except with the exception of the white interior. I do kind of like that, but I'll leave it for now. That would be a good. It's not enough of it though, kind of. Well, I guess if I cut like down here, and again maybe turn it upside down or something, so I cover the words there. I'm not going to deal with that right now. I like that wallpaper, again with a shiny bathtub. Let me see. Kind of like the words love spell, but I'll leave that for now. I do not know who this is. Don't know who this lady is. Her house is nice though. Kristen Stewart. I really like how, yeah, I like that. It's an awful lot of, I could cut it up here and either, well, I could cut her out, but also I could just put something on top of that. I like that eye. Do I want that eye? Oh, Mindy Kaling's really thin now. Do I like that eye? I think I do like that eye. And I could cut Noah Wiley out too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I like that doorway. I do really like that doorway, so I'll keep that too. Ellie Wong. 11. Mm-hmm. Uh, like the coat. Yeah, I definitely like her. I'm gonna cut that out. Hmm. Yeah, so basically I have a lot of stuff to do. What's changed, right? You have a lot of stuff to do. Your friends have a lot of stuff to do. Everybody's got a lot of stuff to do. I like this mirror. That is probably going to annoy me to cut out. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to rip it out right now. It'll be for later. Buck the Tide, I like that. A lot of good words and phrases in these magazines. I don't know what this is. Are these urns? What are these? Hmm. Okay. We are almost done with this one. I don't feel like I need any of these. I do like that plate, but I can leave that for now. Good background. Take that out. And what are the words there? A secret history. I don't feel like I need that now. Good background. I'll take that out. Wow, these are some crazy. I don't even know if you can really. I guess this is a couch. Yeah, it's just really low to the ground and kind of beanbaggy, and the shape is kind of bulbous and amorphous. That each of these things probably cost like 30 grand. I do not know what to say about. I mean, I imagine that there's a certain kind of pressure when you have a lot of money to just spend it on the craziest things you possibly can because you can. I do kind of like, I'm not sure what to do with this because it's not the whole, well, it's not the whole page. I guess that doesn't matter. I'll leave that for now though. I mean, what is this? What even is this? Look at this. This bathroom. Look at those. Like this is the wall for one of the walls for the shower, I guess. I think. Yeah. This separates the rest of the room from the toilet and has the sink and the faucets. It looks like something out of the Wiz. Has everybody seen the Wiz? You should see the Wiz. Hmm. Okay. Well, they like yellow. You can say that for them because look at this. And right there, a bunch of yellow outside. Hmm. I kind of like this teddy bear here, but I'll leave it for now because I don't know if I want that or the kitchen. Yeah. Okay, so we have that was Architectural Digest, whichever magazine this is, the Harper's Bazaar from this month. Food and Wine. Which one was this? Town and Country. Um, met, should have waited maybe to rip the covers off, but it is what it is. Travel and Leisure and Elle. Those are the magazines for February. I think some of them are February, March, maybe, or just winter issues or something like that. But those are the magazines for this month. I got myself a nice little stack of harvested pages here to go through. And I think the next video I'll do tomorrow will be just using some of these pages because I don't think I've done that before. I don't think I've done a harvest video and then immediately after done a glue video where I've used the pages. So I will do that out. I will do that later and that'll be the next video. Okay. Thanks so much guys for hanging out with me. I hope this gave you some ideas. Um, you know, And these magazines should still be, yeah, on newsstands if you want to pick one or more of them up. Be sure to like and subscribe, share the video with friends if you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a great week coming up and are having a wonderful weekend. And thanks so much for joining me. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.